welcome to Topic Time with Harrison Young. We got another Zoom show today. It's now late October. It's not a bad day out. I'm actually doing a show from the Atlanta area tonight. We are going everywhere. But I got a rapper down there referred to me by one Mr. Tyzio from the Worcester Springfield Rap Loop. But before we get to him, got to read these awesome underwriters. Don't have a lot, but they're all great. So we read them and then we proceed. So we got Maggie's Cuts in Kingston. We got Pacini's Pizza in Middleborough. They deliver. We got Pembroke Radiator in Pembroke. We got New England Floorscapes in Middleborough. We got Rodney's Kitchen in Halifax. We got Crazy Axe's Rec Center in Hanover. We got Good Old Dave's Automotive in Hanson on Route 58 right here. We got Genuine's Inspection in Middleborough. We got Salon Giovanni in Marshfield. We got Ocean Street Auto Repair and Service in Marshfield. We got the Gun Runner LLC in Middleborough, Second Amendment Freedom Store, and we got DNS Auto Works in Abington, also right here on Route 58. And I want to thank you guys very much. And now on that note, I'll now introduce Mr. Don Cap. He's a rapper. He's sitting in his car, I guess, in Atlanta. Looks like the sun's out down there. And Don, it looked like your car was moving a few minutes ago. You have a chauffeured limo there, or are you just sitting and just chilling by yourself?
Sitting in traffic for a little while. Yeah, I'm finna hit the studio in a little while, actually.
Okay.
Do that.
Oh, cool. Okay. So you're a rapper, and yeah. So tell me about the rapping world in Atlanta. There. I mean, I know what it's like up here in the Boston area, in Worcester and Springfield. It's getting pretty big. So how are you associated with Ty? And then we're going to profile you specifically, and then you're going to perform something about halfway through. So go ahead, explain that. How did you get hooked up, and how big is it down there where you are?
Oh man, you already know the Georgia music right now. Currently, we taking over down south. So it's very big. It's always moving. It's always someone to meet. It's always something out here to do. It's a lot of money, a lot of time and investment. It has to be something you love to do. So it's definitely something that's keep the city moving right now.
Oh, good. Okay. All right. I'm going to profile you. Tell me about yourself. Did you grow up down there in the Atlanta area?
No, actually, I grew up like an hour away from Atlanta area in the city called Macon, Georgia.
Macon, got it. Home of Nancy Grace.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
Old Grady, we had a lot of legendaries come out here.
Yes, that's true. And you're another, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So when did you start rapping? How old were you?
Oh man, years ago, man. I'm 28. I started rapping when I was in middle school. It all started because I had a class project to do.
Okay.
My teacher was like, you never do homework, man. How can I get you to do your work? He's like, you got a science project coming up, and you got to present it. He's like, you can either write a poetry, do a song about it if you want to do. So of course, I chose the song route, and I aced it. And ever since then, people always tell me to kick a freestyle and rap, and I've been in it ever since.
Okay, so you did it as a project in middle school, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. Okay. And did you get a good grade on it at least too?
Oh man, 100, man. Like it was a complete freestyle that I wrote. Like it was like the highest grade I made that year alone. So I took it serious. After that, start battle rapping and start freestyling every chance I got.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, now you don't look too old. I'm guessing you're probably in your 20s, right? And then give or take.
Yeah, late 20s, 28.
Late 20s. Okay, so middle school for you was probably about 15 years ago, I'm guessing.
Yeah, 2005, 4.
Oh, right. I got it right. Pretty close. I was 17 years ago. Okay. And since then, I take it you've gone to the next level. You've expanded. You've matriculated with other people. Did you go to school at all for music, or doing any rapping outside of high school and middle school?
No, I didn't go to. I had scholarships to actually go to school for music. I used to write a lot with poetry and all. I didn't actually take the opportunity. I just hit the streets with start rapping for money, for freestyling for money.
Wow.
And eventually, start hitting local clubs and everything. Then when I first got my paycheck like 2 years ago to perform at the club for like, $200 something, that's when I just knew I can really make something out of it.
Yeah, you're the real deal. My goodness, that's awesome. Now, do you have any people that do you rap by yourself, or do you have other people that you rap with as well?
Actually, I technically have a group. It's like unofficial that I actually started with in middle school. They named V and B. I started when I'm in middle school. We've been with each other forever, man. It's been an on and off type of thing, but it's unofficial group. I have my own producer. Oh, I have a little solid team, you know.
Oh, cool. So you're still with the kids from middle school. How many
Yeah,
of them,
it's
so they're
it's
obviously they're adults now like you are. You're all in their late 20s. So how
yes.
many of them, all guys?
Oh God, it's just three of us.
Oh, cool. Okay. And that's awesome. So you rap with them. Now when you say you hit the streets, I mean, you rap outside too, or do you go, have you done that? Like, I know that some, like up here near Boston, they do, some of the people like to perform at Faneuil Hall outside during the warm weather, and people, they do different things. They play a violin or a guitar, and they leave a hat on the floor or the ground or whatever, and people go
Yeah.
changing it, that kind of thing, like that.
Something we no one ever do
I
that
mean, when you
down here.
began, I don't mean now. You're obviously doing pretty well. If you can take in $200 at a show, that's great. That's
Yeah,
easy.
I mean, it was just just meeting people. Networking was like the number one thing is networking
It
and knowledge.
absolutely
So
is.
it's really, you know, that's the
Okay.
number one thing.
How did you end up connecting with Ty though? Ty Zio up here in our area.
Oh man, it through Instagram, man. Like Instagram and Facebook, man. The power of social media is
Oh, I
crazy. You
know.
know, he actually went on my YouTube and commented on one of my songs, and I was like, who is this? And I looked at his page, see his follower. He have a huge fan base. And I'm like, wow, somebody with a huge fan base like my music with a medium fan base. That means that I'm doing something right. And I'm a big fan of his. He has good music. So I'm it much love to him. Seriously.
Cool. All right. Now he's produced some pretty cool music videos up here. Have you done any down there with your guys as well?
I done a few. That's something I lack for some reason, like the music video part. I'm always in the studio and always performing. I have to work more on my visuals. And since COVID hit, we've been having less
Yeah,
people
yeah, I
around
know.
trying to film as much as used to be.
COVID stopped everything. I know.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh man. Oh
well,
man.
Well, would you ever, I mean, you ever gonna possibly do, videos? Because I mean, a lot of the good rappers do. They create, I mean, it's art really. They do rap and they do like, they hash out a story like they usually do like on those MTV videos that we see, on TV or
Mhm.
on YouTube all the time. I mean, eventually you think you ever will at some point?
I think I definitely will. I know for a fact I will, especially with the connects that I got. It's just me applying myself more and investing. It takes money, so it's definitely investing in
Yeah.
myself more, you know,
Did you do anything else
definitely.
when you were in school? Did you do anything other than music? Did you play sports at all? Did you have any other
Um,
interests?
I play a little sports. I play a little bit of basketball. I was actually on the draw line. Um,
You were on the
I
what?
was a set the draw. Yeah, I was a section leader. I was actually the top dog over there. So with one of my other friends, so we was man.
What was that? I didn't hear you. The draw line. What's that?
Oh, the percussion.
Okay. But that's music, percussion.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I sort of get it. Okay. Um, all right. So do you have like a big family? Do you have like kids of your own now? Or are you free to do your stuff without, unfettered right now?
Oh yeah, I have two kids. I'm expecting a third one next month, which is actually my birthday in November. So I'm expecting my third. I have
Oh wow.
a boy and a girl.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So I know, because most of the rappers I've interviewed so far have kids. It's pretty, that's great. I mean, if you can make it work with kids and still doing your work, that's incredible.
Oh yeah.
Because you must do a lot. I guess you do a lot of traveling too, right? To continue to keep it going.
I'm not doing as much like I supposed to. Like I travel not as far. I know I time man. I think family is most important. So I definitely manage my time. Making sure
Yeah,
I
you can't
spend
really
all the
do.
time you know.
You're right. You can't really travel now with the kids and everything because you got to take care of them. But
Yeah, definitely.
but before, well, let me ask you
Definitely.
this though. Before you had kids, were you doing any traveling then? Like, did you go any other parts of the country to do your rapping as well, or just Georgia?
I was just in Georgia. In all honesty, I wasn't taking this as serious as I am now because I had no idea. I was trying to do things, but it's like I didn't know how to do it, who to talk to. I wanted to, but at that time I was still learning. So I tried. A lot of people took my money when I offered them money to come perform. They won't call me back, so I went through a lot to actually get to where I'm at.
Okay, so you took your lumps basically. You had to, I guess. That's part of the game.
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
understand.
oh, yeah.
But now, all right, so how many clubs do you think you performed in overall since you started now? Can you ballpark it?
I'd say like 8,
8, okay,
8, 8, 8 to 10.
okay. And so how many gigs now that now we're at the October and everything, how many gigs do you have coming up, say in the next couple like 2 months before the year ends? I mean, you
2
have gigs.
months, probably like maybe between 3 or 4,
Okay,
maybe between
23 or
3 or 4
4.
more.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay. That's great. So you're going to be traveling around the Atlanta area and just rapping away. And do you have like an agent or anything, or do you just represent yourself?
As of right now, I just represent myself. I actually have a manager, one of my brother's close friends. He just started to help manage me, so that's why I'm having more shows because he's out there, doing his thing,
Right.
communicate, so I'm gonna see how this gonna go. But right now it's going well.
Okay. Okay. All right. So you do have a manager then of sorts.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, now I do.
And now you do. And how long has you been your manager for?
So far 2 months.
Okay. So this is a new beginning for you. Now,
Yes, sir.
what do you usually do you have during the like the 9 to 5 hour? Like, do you have another job too that's part of your regular life? Or
Um,
when
I have my own mattress business. I invested in with a partner. I'm currently trying to get my CDL so we can move the mattress that I sell. So they'll save me money, him money, for reaching out to warehouse and stuff and paying the truck fees and stuff. When I could just do it myself, keep the money in my pocket.
right. So you talking about a restaurant or something?
Well, right now I have a mattress business.
What's that?
Mattress, like I said, a king side mattress.
Oh, mattress.
Queen.
It's a
Yeah.
mattress. Well, I thought okay, I'm sorry. I thought you said Magic Pan, like a food place.
Oh,
Okay.
no, 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 no.
Oh, all right. It's the southern draw. That's what threw me. Okay. So you do like mattress sales.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Everybody needs a place to sleep. That's good. All right.
Everybody,
Now, let
everybody.
me ask you this. Would you ever consider incorporating your rap music with selling your mattresses? Maybe doing a rap song about a mattress and about how comfortable they could be.
I thought about it. I
It
thought
might be a
about it. I
cool
have
idea. I
actually
always try to give
invested
ideas to my guests that'll, help them out.
that's a good idea. I thought about I actually never did. I thought about it though. I should.
Yeah, you want a good night's sleep, you're gonna feel that beat, boop, 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 boop. Yeah, you know what I mean? And then whatever, then you name the mattress
Yeah.
company. That's awesome. Okay. Yeah, I mean everything, when you think about it, everything in life is kind of like a rap song going on all the time. You can pretty much rap. And
True,
speaking of that,
true,
I think
true.
I'm glad I brought that up at this exact moment because we're just about halfway through the show and we're going to have you. I'm going to sit back and relax a little bit, and you're going to maybe perform maybe one or two of your original rap tunes, and we'll talk about them afterwards. Is
Mhm.
that doable?
Yeah, possible. I didn't send none of my music out, so I don't
All right.
know.
Can you do it without the music? Because I mean, I think I'd be kind of
I'm not gonna lie.
you
I
don't
ain't
want
gonna lie. It would be hard to do it without it. I write
to
so much music, and
you don't want
I
to
don't
you don't want
not.
to bang your hands on the dashboard to make the rhythm. You don't think you can do that? If you don't want to do it, that's fine. It's up to you.
I can try, but I really what I can.
Okay, why don't you try? Let's see how it goes. I think you could. I bet you could do it. I think you'd surprise yourself. All right.
Yeah, I never tried. That would be the first I
First
ever
time you ever
tried
did
without
it.
hearing the beat or nothing. So
Okay. Well, then
you right. Let
go ahead. Come up with something. And then
let me
think of something. Take your time.
try to think of one of my songs that I can
Go
do.
ahead. Let it hash it out a little in your mind. Go for it.
It's a song I got long live back row. I probably can go through some of it with knowing it hard.
Okay.
All right, so it goes long live,
Okay.
long live, long live. Long live, long live, long live, long live. Yeah, long live, long live, long live, long live, long live Back Row. I live by the same code. Long live Pimp C. I never fucked the same hoe. They fucking up the street code. I need a few more zeros. Yo, I never been a Negro. I always been a hero. I've been went to spaz out. Too much money make me pass out. That live a life like a cash out. See, I did the best.
That sounded all right.
I honestly don't not for some. Yeah, yeah. You know, I never ever tried to rap my songs without hearing it, and that's like one of my weaknesses that I write so much music to a point that I forget any of the songs that I wrote. And when I hear a song, I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot I wrote and did. It's like it's just so much music that I have
Well,
that
okay, well,
it's
that's
just
all
so
right. I
hard
mean,
to remember it.
well, all right. Well, you know something. You know, think about this. This could be a good exercise for you. Go back home and you think and you try it without the music for a while. So
Uh-huh.
you want to wean your brain so that you can have you want the music in your mind at all times so that you won't have
Yeah,
resort.
yeah.
I know most of the time the rappers need the background music. No, all right. When you tell me about who produces your music, your background, do you have like a business down there that does that, or do you do it yourself? You don't
I
produce.
do it myself.
Okay. All right. So, because I know
I
a lot of I know
definitely.
some of the rappers that I've talked to, they have these rhythm companies that they rely on to get their beats, but you don't do that, right?
Nah, I have my own. I have an in-house producer. I write my own music. I own everything. That's mine. I own everything.
Everything you own. All right, that's good. That's awesome. And so you don't have now that even though so that's great. So you don't have to worry about paying. You don't have to pay off anybody for rights or anything like that. Okay. All right. Well,
Yes,
I'm trying.
sir.
Let's analyze that a little bit. You started to sing. Now you're basically talking about your life as growing up in the South, I guess, right? As a rapper, because most
Correct.
of the rappers I interview, most of their original rap songs are about themselves, and they're a little bit spread out a little bit. They basically sing about themselves and in the third person, kind of like what you were doing. So I get
Uh-huh.
that. You're living in Georgia, you're Afro American living in Georgia, rap or whatever, and it comes through loud and clear. You make
Oh
it,
yeah.
but you gotta, but if you worked on, a good exercise, like I said, might be, doing it without music and also practicing. Do you ever have anyone in your family ever rap with you? Your kids even? I know they're young, but have you ever have them rap with you?
One of they know my music when they hear my song. They know my voice. One or two times. My brother, he's a rapper also.
Okay.
He raps with me.
Your brother, you're not including the
So
guys from
yeah,
middle school.
uh,
You're talking about your brother, not the
yeah,
guys
that's
from.
not including them.
Okay. All right. So,
Yeah,
do you
not that's not including them.
have you expanded with have you ever performed with any other rappers besides those guys from middle school since you brought it into the light as strongly as you have? Or has it just been those three guys
Oh,
or those two other guys?
oh man, a lot of people, man. Like honestly, we was really honestly one of the first sets of people to actually, do music. We really inspired a lot of people. Like I'm really like a local legend. Like no one
Cool.
can't deny that. I was the first one doing a lot of things that I was doing, out beside the other people who was doing it. So I have worked with tons of talented people, man,
Okay. That's great. I mean,
that I inspired.
now you ever worked with any female rappers too?
Yeah,
Any
I ghostwrite for.
what's that you
Yeah,
have? Okay.
I ghostwrite for, Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely,
I mean, I got to tell
definitely.
you, I think personally speaking for myself, as if I'm watching a rap video, it's nice to have a mix, male and female. It makes it
Yeah,
more melodious.
yeah,
I mean, like
yeah.
you either. But okay, so how much time a week do you spend writing new songs about? Would you say?
I don't slack. I used to write 3 hours every day, but now I honestly just right whenever something pop up in my head, I may spend like an hour or 35 minutes. It
Okay.
just kind of gotten so big, it ain't like it used to be.
Yeah, you already have the songs and they know who you are, right? You have,
Yeah, like it split fast.
that's,
It just come faster than it ever did.
okay. Now I know you said you haven't produced any music videos. Have you do you have any? So you have nothing on YouTube yet, right? Or do you?
Oh, yeah, man, I got a bunch of stuff on YouTube. Yeah,
Okay, well,
definitely.
so you do live, so you've done live performances on YouTube, but you haven't actually done a video, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
except for
I
your
have
live
put
performances.
out.
Okay, now,
Yeah, mm.
now now what kind of a background do you have in the Atlanta area for? I mean, do you have like a lot of? I'm just thinking. Whenever I think of rap music, out doing a video or something. If you were ever to perform one, would it be like outdoors? Do you have a lot of like? I'm thinking like graffiti filled walls around some of the neighborhoods. That would be that's always cool for a rap video. I've always thought it was. As a fan myself, that's something I've always enjoyed watching. A lot of the people up here, like Ty and his friends, they do Boston scenes at night. Do you ever now? So I'm thinking something like that might be good for you down there, in Atlanta. Do
Perfect.
you have any neighborhoods like that in your area that might be ideal
Not
for that?
not much, not much down here because it's slightly kind of country down here, kind of. So
Okay.
it's not a lot, but it's good scenes out here. Some sceneries.
Well, why don't you do something with us, in the back, with having some country scenes, like a lot of a
Yeah,
lot of woods down there, right? Do something,
a
nothing
lot.
like, it'd be kind of cool to do like a rap video in the woods.
Yeah, it'd be real cool to do
It would
something in
be,
the
yeah.
wood. Honestly, yeah,
I've never
yeah.
been down there before, so I don't know what it looks like. I mean, I watch sports. I watch a lot of football and baseball. The Atlanta Braves, the Falcons. I know they won the World Series. The Braves won the series last year. They got bounced
Oh
fast this year.
yeah.
Yeah. So I know as a Red Sox fan, I know what we've been through up here. So are you a sports fan too?
Oh yeah, man. I'm definitely a sports fan. Yeah, definitely.
I was wondering maybe you could perform something see if you could perform in one of the local game, at some of the sporting events in the area, like maybe halftime doing a rap I mean, I don't know about a Falcons game, but maybe at one of the semi-pro games going on in the neighborhood in Atlanta or something like that. Anywhere where you get more exposure, where you get that, maybe hundreds and thousands of people getting to hear you and say, oh, I know who that guy is. He's Don Cap from, the legendary
Yeah.
rapper from Macon. Okay, that just might be something that you might think about doing.
I'm considering that. It's possible.
Have you ever been on
It's
TV
possible.
before? Have you ever gotten any media coverage prior to the show before? Have you?
Yeah, man. I don't been on Atlanta magazines. I do a
Okay.
little acting, so I don't been on TV shows as an extra casting. I don't have my songs featured on the TV shows, a couple on like credits and scenes. I don't done a lot with the TV world.
Oh, you have. Oh, where like cable or is it actual or in just or in the major TV stations in Atlanta?
Yeah, I'm on a movie that's actually on a foreign cable channel. I can't
All right,
remember the
hold
name,
on.
but it's far.
Tell me about the movie. What was it? What did you do in there? What movie was it?
Um, I, and I swear I do not even remember the name of the movie. It was like
Oh,
a
all right.
foreign
What did you
guy.
play in the movie? Did you just rap in the movie? Or what
No,
did you
I
do?
was actually acting. I was
You acted.
actually
All right.
out there,
All right. What did you play?
acting
All right.
role.
What role did you have in the movie? Were you an extra?
Yeah, I was like an extra. I was like the cool guy, extra cast, who pop up, say cool things, do cool things, and just
Oh yeah. Okay. I can see that. Have you ever done any acting aside from that movie? How did you end up landing that role? Did you just, you met an independent? I know the Atlanta area is starting to get, thick with a lot of independent filmmakers now. We had a guy up here that was, that did a lot of films that moved down to your area too. Maybe it was him whose film you were in. I don't know. I think his name is JP something. I don't know. I forget his last name. I was going to interview him on the show, but I never got a chance to before he moved down there. So is that how you got your role? You just went out there and you found an opportunity to be in it and you did it.
yeah, pretty much. And I heard of that guy actually, but I pretty much just one day I just got an email from a around the email. I don't know where it came from. They're like, hey, we seen your social media. You know, we
Okay,
like your presence. You seem pretty cool, and you know, just went from there. You know, I just took the opportunity.
that's awesome. Have you ever, is that the only acting you've ever done? Have you ever done any other acting before?
Oh yeah, man. I've been in the DC TV series. That's a matter of fact, it's one that I'm supposed to be in now coming up. You know, can't speak much about it, of course, but it's something to do with the Flash. I'm gonna actually casting in that one, but you know, I don't know what's going on in the production. You know, they emailed me. You know, I got the pay, got the time, and everything. So it actually sometime next Saturday up in Atlanta. So I actually get to mix here with the DC world, which I'm a big fan of. So that's going to be something I look forward to.
Oh, that's great. Okay, you know something. I mean, as I'm talking to you now, I get the sense that you'd be pretty good in, acting roles. You want to go for more of them. I bet you'd be great. You have a charisma about.
Oh man, oh man, yeah. I
you.
studied that crowd. I
Well,
actually like acting more than I like music.
yeah, guy. I mean, I tell you, I think you'd be awesome. Now, just so you know, we're under 5 minutes. We finally made the half hour go by. We're right up to the
Yeah.
end. So what I want you to do is a couple of things. First of all, like I said at the beginning, look at your phone there. Give shouts out to people that are going to see the show because a lot of them are, and then we'll wrap the show up with my music the way we began it. So go ahead, just condense them, and then we'll finish it up.
Oh man, you know, definitely shout out to my moms, my aunts, my kids, my girl, my group, my team. Shout out to you for having me a part of this. You know, shout out to Boston. You know, my man's up there. You know how I even got in contact with you, man. Shout out to all the I don't even say fans, family, but all my supporters. You know, to God, to man, to everything down to earth, man. You know, much love and blessing and much riches and much wealth and much everything you can think of that's positive, you know.
That's awesome. Okay, you did a good. All right, now I'm going to ask you if you had a fun time with me. You got my number now. I'd be happy I'd be happy to interview any of you guys down there. Any people that want to do the show.
Definitely, yeah.
Have them contact me. We can get them on either by Zoom or in person if they want to come up here. And one last thing I'm going to ask is that after we wrap the show up, would you stick around and do a couple of pictures for Facebook that I can tag you in, and you can tag me if you want?
Oh yeah, sure, man. Yeah. Anytime,
Okay.
yeah, sure.
All right. Well, Dawn, you did a wonderful job with me. And I just want to we'll make sure that we put your name right, put your name spelled right in the graphics when we set it up. It's CAP, right?
Yeah, KAPP.
I'm sorry, KAPP. Don't worry about it. We'll make sure that it comes. All right. That's why I'm glad we asked this stuff. Okay. All right, Dawn. So we're going to wrap the show up now, and then we're going to do the pictures, and then we'll do the stuff. Next week, the show should be up, and we'll send it to the world. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right, Dawn, you did a great job. You ready to wrap the show up the way we began it with my music?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thanks, folks. Thanks for watching Topic Time. See you next time. Have a good one. Bye-bye. There we go.